For restoration, you'll need 2 bath towels or maybe even a blanket. You'll take your 2 bath towels and open them completely, stack one on top of the other. And then fold the stacked towels in half. Roll up, and if you find that the roll is not big enough as you move into the position, you can always add another towel, or you can use something thicker like a blanket instead. Position the towel under your thoracic cavity here. In other words, in a position so that your pecs, after having done much work, can stretch. You want to think about your abdominal stretching here. So we don't want to dump into the lower back. I want you to think about your rectus abdominis stretching, your intercostals opening as you allow the pecs to release as well. Stretch your arms long, reach through the middle fingers, let the forearms extend as they may have been taxed today as well. Take deep breaths, and each exhalation feel like your arms can reach farther away from your midline. Inhaling and exhaling. Move the arms up and down in a snow angel fashion. If that gives you a little more release and a little more stretch. And since we're in this position, why not move the abs, move the spine in flexion and extension and rotation a little bit. Let's focus on the extension though, again, focusing on the stretch of the abdominals as you extend over the towel, not dumping into your back, and flexing the spine just for the sake of moving the spine in the opposite direction, not necessarily to get an abdominal workout as you had much of that already in the first segment. Now let's layer in a little bit of rotation, armpit towards the opposite hip. Notice that the scapula slightly lifts off the towel, but we're not wringing out the spine or really pulling the elbow over to the opposite side. The head, arms, shoulders, neck all move as one unit. Think of armpit to hip, internal, external obliques, creating a diagonal line across your chest. Inhale for the extension, exhale for the thoracic rotation here. Then extend the arms, sweep around, reach overhead, roll yourself gently up. Now come to lie on your side. Take your towel, bring it in front of you, and drape your top leg over the towel into this restorative position. Allow the gluteal muscles to lengthen. Deep breath in, deep breath out. This should also give some release to your lower back. If all is going well, feel free to extend your leg, creating a little more stretch for the gluteals and the hamstrings. Deep breath in, send lots of oxygen to the muscles, and then exhale. And then maybe go a step further by bringing your knee up towards your chest, which should give you the most stretch. So just like the other exercises, moving into variations. And once you had enough there, we'll switch to the other side. We'll start with the most passive restorative position. However, if that was a little too passive for you, feel free to go right into knee towards chest. Again, your torso is in a neutral sideline position, shoulders are stacked. Extending the leg as needed, or going right into the final position of knee towards chest and the floor. Take nice, deep, slow breaths here, inhalations and exhalations. Now, I think we don't need the towel anymore. We'll come to lie on your back. We'll do the well-known teeter-totter windshield wiper stretch. Feet are wide. Tip your pelvis to one side and allow the top leg to lead the way. Notice that we're not doing a spinal twist per se. The pelvis is somewhat neutral, just tilted like a seesaw. And use the gluteals on the bottom side to give support to hip extension. Feel like your femur bone pulls up and out and away from your hip as you inhale and exhale, using an exhale to move you back to the center and then going to the other side. Using your foot or even your hand, your foot on the floor, your hand to your pelvis to give assistance to push your hip a little bit more into extension. Then moving back to neutral, let's do the cross-leg version of that. You take your right leg over your left and move your pelvis towards the right or whichever leg you've placed on top. Let the top leg be a heavy lever on top of the bottom leg to assist and to encourage more hip extension. Your obliques and gluteals are there to support. Use an exhalation to come back through the center and into the other side. And this being my mechanical hip needs a little help to cross. And then teeter the pelvis over, using the glutes and obliques to assist in getting maximal hip extension there and some release for the lower back. Deep breath. And save an exhalation to come back through the center. And I think that's a wrap for today.